Hello everyone. Today I want to do a proper AFB inspection on this colony, and one thing to note before you do an AFB inspection is that it's good to use a smoker, especially if you're not so keen to use gloves or any bee gear. Make sure you wear proper bee equipment for protection if you're not sure about your bees. Most bees can be handled without any protection if you know them well, and one of the main things is if you know how to use your smoker, then you will have a lot less trouble with the bees and also handle them gentle. So here we go. So after you have smoked them, you can lift the boxes up. We always start at the bottom. At this time of the year the boxes can be quite heavy because of the honey the bees have collected. Make sure the smoke is nice and cold. And we start at the bottom. So it's always have a good position towards your hive. Make sure if there's sun, today is no sun because it's better for filming. Make sure you have your sun maybe from the back, because then you can see them on the frame. You can see the frame much better. So you stake the first frame out. There's no brood on this one. If you use cold smoke, you can frequently smoke and check your bees. Shake all bees from your frames and have a look if there's anything looks unhealthy. Any perforation you can check if there are any signs of AFB or other disease. It's all good, and you work yourself through from one end to the other. Shake the bees off so you can see the brood, and anything what looks different than healthy brood has to be further investigated, and you have to try to find out what disease it is. This looks all good. Yeah, looks all fine. In between you give a little bit of a puff, and if you're gentle to your bees, they'll be gentle on you too. Oh, it's lovely. Sometimes when the brood is a bit patchy, it's not necessarily a bad thing, because sometimes the bees, they want to have a bit pollen between the brood, or a bit nectar, or they prepare late summer, early autumn. Often they smack all the nectar straight away into the empty brood combs, and then they process the nectar in the night. Let's look, I have a little bit wax moss here. Any perforation where you're not sure, open up and see what's underneath. Flick the caps. Even the last frame often can have brood, especially if that side has the sun. Look, this one has brood as well. Yes, but it's all good. Once you're through the box, you ratchet the frames over to the other side, and you can put your first frame in again. Then the next box. AFB inspection takes usually between 5 and 10 minutes, depending on what setup, how many brood boxes. But that's what you can roughly count. Oh, this is all honey. It's honey, yes. It's always good to work consistent. You don't need to work in a hurry, but consistent and with precision. Then the bees hardly notice that you actually do work. Here we have the brood frames. Nice one. It's all good there. Looks super healthy. And when you do the inspection, shake the bees off every frame, every brood frame, and use the knowledge you have learned at the AFB recognition course to see whether you have any symptoms of AFB. Once you've been through your 2 brood boxes, you try to put it together always like it was before. This is all honey. If you're not sure about whether it's honey or brood, just take a frame out and have a look. Yeah, it's all honey. And then put them all together again. And that's it. Beautiful. Treat your bees nice, and the bees will also treat you nice. It takes many years to get a good feel for bees. That can't be hurried. Experience with bees and working with bees, the more seasons you go through, the easier it will be, and the more you feel connected to this wonderful insect.